What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to your Soul Grow Astro Weekly. We are kicking off a brand new weekly mini forecast so you are aware of some of the biggest alignments that are happening in the sky above you for practical application so you can navigate through your week successfully. For those that don't know me, my name is Marilyn Gomez. I am a professional astrologer, personal finance professional, and a certified life coach. And I am bringing you practical tools to use in your everyday life to start to take some chances on yourself, in your business, in your everything. And if that is where your heart is, stick around and don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification button so you can get notified for any goodness I drop on this channel throughout the weeks. Week of February 6th through February 12th, we have two beautiful alignments I would love for you guys to pay attention to. Mars, the planet of action, willpower, the planet of initiation, and get up and go. This is our drive. What's inside, bubbling under the surface. Mars is doing that work for you guys. And in the sign of Capricorn, where he is right now, he is doing his best work. He loves to rebuild structures. He wants to jump in and help you change something or come out with a better process and that better foundation before he moves forward. The planet of great change, also known as the Great Awakener. When Uranus comes around and he transits a specific area of your chart, this is the shakeup, where this area has been stagnant for far too long. Something needs to change. Something needs to give to create the freedom and the authenticity that you're looking for in this specific area. So Mars trining Uranus is a beautiful placement to give you some supportive energy as you start to take action. Second aspect, though, I do want to show you for the week will be Mercury conjunct Pluto. This is amazing. A beautiful alignment, powerful insights. When we have a faster moving planet, which is Mercury in this case, coming to meet Pluto in the sky, kissing Pluto on the cheek, saying, yes, let's do this. Show me what you know. What do I need to see? Let's dive deep into the psyche. This is amazing for doing the research. This is amazing for getting those powerful psychic insights. This is also an amazing alignment for figuring it out. Maybe you just need to really buckle down and filter through a lot of those details going on right now. This is beautiful for making a power move. Pluto, powerful. Maybe this is even you wanting to dive deep into taboo topics. Those are also all Pluto themed. Now we can move forward. Mercury retrograde is complete. Our Venus retrograde is complete. But as we are moving through this finale of the shadow period for Mercury, this is where we really begin to implement those changes. Everything that we've researched and we've thought about and we've mulled over again and again and again during this retrograde period, this is the final pass where Mercury will conjunct Pluto this week for you to gain that insight, that deep awareness, really have the power to focus in on a specific area too. So this is all wonderful news. So pay attention to any practical steps that may rise for you so you can start to map out your way forward. If you have yet to get your Soul Girl Astrology Reference Guide, please do so now. The link is down in the description box below so you can follow along. But now we're going to go into all 12 signs for Aries and Aries rising. Uranus has been transiting your second house for over 4 years, which is a need to change either your financial standing or this is your value all the way around. There are big changes happening for you here. Either you are creating a new way within your finances, or you are just really needing to purge and let go of old, outdated, stagnant energy that is not serving that area of your life. So as Mars is transiting your 10th house. This can really give you some get up and go power. Maybe you are working on a work project of some sort, and this project is going to help you create a new source of income. Or this is you're really changing your status, how the public sees you, how the world sees you. And by doing so, you're feeling better about your overall self-worth. So remember that this trine aspect, Mercury trine Uranus, is a blessing. That is support. So the actions that you are taking this week are supported. Just make sure that you're not missing the boat altogether, because the trine can also bring a sense of laziness because we're feeling like it's just going to happen no matter what. So jump in and enjoy this process for yourself. So now, as the Mercury and Pluto conjunction for you will go down in your 10th house of career. So again, these powerful insights that are coming in for you, these psychic downloads, these synchronicities, this research that you may want to dive into this week is going down in your 10th house. So do the research. Allow your mind to run free, see what kind of finishing touches or whatever insights you need to add it to that work project, because all in all, this is upping your self-worth, or it's upping your financial standing in some way. Go get it, Aries. Okay, so Taurus and Taurus rising. With Mars transiting that 9th house, you could very much be getting some just feeling super inspired. That is the house of inspiration. This is also, in evolutionary astrology, this is the house of Dharma. So you are working on something that is creating good karma in your life. It's trining Uranus, which is transiting your 1st. So you have been going through a lot of changes, Taurus. You're changing who you are as a person, how the world views you. The old you is slowly dissolving, and the new you wants authenticity. You want to show up in your funky, fresh way, and you're really not caring who's watching. So you're feeling motivated. You are ready to make those changes. And these changes are directly related to your work, and they are supporting who you are becoming in this world. So then when your Mercury conjuncts Pluto, this is in the sign of Capricorn, which is your 9th house. This could even be like super intentional thought. Really, like you can hone in on a certain system, a way of doing something. Maybe you're really finally understanding what it is in your mindset that you're letting go of. What part of those belief systems are no longer serving you, so you can finally move forward. Make those power moves this week. Do any extra research you need, which is helping you in your career as well as helping you implement all these changes that you're going through as a person. So for Gemini and Gemini rising, your Mars trine Uranus is happening in your 8th and 12th houses. So there is a lot going on behind the scenes for you. Unconscious patterns, unconscious behaviors, some of the things that we do and we don't even realize we're doing them half the time. This is going through a huge shift for you, Gemini. In Mars, in your 8th house, this is you possibly creating a new way forward in your shared resources. Maybe this is also a partner, like your husband or your spouse of some sort, even the clients that you're working with. Now is the time where you're taking action and you're moving forward. You will be feeling the Mars motivation in your 8th house of shared resources. This can be you really taking action to find new clients. Maybe this is your spouse who is taking action to find a new source of income in some way. Taking action in emotional healing, because if you are transforming those unconscious and outdated patterns that are going on behind the scenes, you can very much be finally taking the initiative to let go of something emotionally that is no longer serving you. Eighth house can be deep emotional trauma, or just things that we're really holding on to in our mindset and our energetic body. So take that action. You're supported this week in making and initiating those changes. All right, Gemini, your Mercury-Pluto conjunction is in the 8th house. So this could be you understanding which investments aren't good for you right now. Maybe you're understanding which area you want to go and move towards when it comes to your shared resources. Maybe your partner, because energy can be exchanged. Maybe this is your spouse or your partner is the one who finally is knowing which way to go forward when it comes to how they will be making money. This is also great for research, doing the legwork before you move forward, making those power moves, or really going over the details of those contracts before you decide to either take on a loan, a debt, or move forward with a new way of making income. So pay attention to those details. You are supported this week in finding your answers needed to begin to move forward. Cancer and Cancer rising. Your Mars trine Uranus is going down. Mars is transiting your 7th house and Uranus is transiting your 11th. So Cancers, you have been going through some major shifts within your social networks, as well as your friendships, your groups. Maybe these are even the goals that you're chasing, those long-term goals. So as Mars begins to trine Uranus, Mars is giving you that get up and go power, initiation to find new relationships, find new friendships. Maybe you're finally taking action in letting those old ones go, taking action in getting your new contracts. 7th house is also contracts of some sort. Taking action in letting go. Maybe this is the week where you're finally feeling supported in letting go of circles or friendships or associations that you've held on to for far too long. This is your time to start to clean house so you can be supported, uplifted, and encouraged wherever you're headed next. Mercury conjunct Pluto is happening in your 7th house of relationships. This is the house of not only business, but also personal relationships, and the house of contracts. So you could be really gaining insights as to who's serving your future, which relationships are good for you, which ones are not. What details do you need to look over before you sign this contract? This is great to do the research. Maybe finally dive into your inner soul to see who is still showing up for you in healthy ways. This is your time to make those moves. Next, we have Leo and Leo rising. Leo, this action, the Mars trine Uranus, is happening in your 6th and 10th house. Your career house is going through a much needed makeover. You have probably had the same career for a certain amount of time, or have done things in a specific way for a great amount of time. And Uranus is making sure that you are understanding that this time frame is changing. I mean, kicking or screaming or not, it is changing. You are supported this week in starting to take action and making sure those changes are solid. In your 10th house is where Uranus is transiting, Leo, and Mars will be moving through your 6th house of work, daily responsibilities, and health. This could be a time where maybe you are finally taking action in your health. Maybe it's your mental health, it's your physical health of some way. This can also be your bones, because that's Capricorn, rules the bones, the teeth, the structures of your health, or the structures of your daily activities. If those aren't supporting the growth and the change that you need in your career, this is the week where you can start to really recognize how you can move forward, take action in letting go of old behaviors, responsibilities, or activities, all related to your health and your work that do not serve you or have become a little outdated and clunky, and streamline. Find a new way forward. You're supported to now implement these changes. You to now be inspired by the independence that Uranus will bring in your work and career. Your Mercury-Pluto conjunction this week will be in your 6th house of work and health. So this is where you'll want to pay attention. If you have been experiencing some health challenges, you can get the answers you need to move forward. If you haven't been really solid in how you're going to move forward within your work, this can be the time where you can do the research and get the answers you need to move forward. Make your power moves this week. All right, Virgo, next it is you. Virgo, this is happening in your 5th and 9th house. So Uranus is changing up your belief systems, Virgo. You've probably really thought of certain things in a specific way for far too long. Your belief systems are changing. You could be even feeling some inspiration right now, just really inspired to make these changes. So as Mars transits your 5th house, this can be you just really taking action, finally feeling like you're ready to make a change when it comes to either your creative project. Maybe there's a creative project you're working on, or this can also be taking action with your children in some way. Maybe there's certain boundaries that need to be revised and replaced. Something has come into your vision or your mind now, or something has come to the surface that you now know you need to change. It's not working in some way. This is the week you can feel inspired to start making those changes. And it can come like quick jolts of energy. That is Mars. It's that get up and go. Meeting Uranus in the sky is that zing, the zing you need to take action. This can be you really setting the foundation for a creative project you're working on, a new business even, because the house of entrepreneurship is also 5th house, not just your children, but it's the things you do because you love to do them. So really setting some structure around that area so you can create more freedom and more authenticity in your life. Then when we have your Mercury-Pluto conjunction, this is happening in your 5th house of children, of entrepreneurship, of pleasure, of romance. Pluto meeting Mercury in the 5th house for you is giving you the practical steps that are needed so you can move forward. This is giving you the insights or the research capabilities to dive in deep and to figure out a flow to really start to gain a footing in this area of your life. So use this alignment for this week. A lot of this, huh? Libra and Libra rising. So this Mars trine Uranus is happening in your 4th and 8th house. This is beautiful, okay? So it shows me that the action you're taking, the willpower, the initiation vibes that you are ready to take are going to support your resources, the shared resources. Maybe this is a home business, a family business that you're working on in some way, and this is supporting additional resources that you're going to create for yourself. Maybe this is your partner starting to, they got a raise and by taking action, you are increasing your resources. This could also be by you setting the foundation in that home and family or in your home business. You're able to find an investor, or you find the loan. You can find the resources that you need to move forward in that area of your life. So pay attention. You're going to feel super motivated to start to make these changes. You're going to feel there's going to be unexpected, just quick jolts of energy. And with your Mercury conjunct Pluto this week, which is beautiful because this is also happening in your 4th house. So it really makes me feel like maybe you are coming up with a home business, Or maybe you're working from home right now. By working from home, you're creating additional sources of additional avenues of resources for you to start to tap into. So Mercury conjunct Pluto. Mercury, let your mind flow. Dive into those details right now. What do you need to figure out so you can ask for the money you need? What do you need to figure out so you can create a new way forward in your resource house? What power moves are you making next? How can you do your research during this week? Use that Mercury conjunct Pluto to pull forward the practical steps that you need to take in your home and family, or with that home business or your home project, and get the answers you need to create additional resources for yourself. Okay, little Cotton. He's doing the most over here. I had to push pause. Okay, so Scorpio and Scorpio rising. This is happening in your 3rd and 7th houses. Scorpio, this lets me know your relationships are going through some major makeovers. Major, huge. And you're just feeling, you are noticing, recognizing, feeling, understanding where things have been the same for far too long, or this relationship dynamic has been the same, and you want freedom, you want change. So knowing that Mars is transiting through your 3rd house, this is giving you the motivation to transform maybe you're taking a course of some sort that's helping you in those relationships. Maybe this is your mindset that's needing to shift, and you're finally feeling like you're ready to take action. You're done thinking about it and you're ready to move forward. This can also just be you're just ready to handle business. Mercury can be like the day-to-day things that we do, or we're thinking of and we're creating. This can also be social media. Maybe this is you needing to up your social media game to create new relationships in business. This can be that. Maybe you're ready to study a course of some sort. Mercury, like a certification course, some sort of practical course that is helping you overall, helping you in those relationships, create the change you need. If you're feeling maybe you depend on relationships too much, maybe this course is helping you gain some independence of some sort, so you're not needing to lean into relationships so much. So let me know what comes up for you. And as Mercury conjuncts your Pluto, Scorpio, this is in your 3rd house. These downloads that you're going to get, these powerful insights will come. 3rd house is the mind. This can be the monkey mind, though. This is the small, tiny little details, not the larger vision like Sagittarius would be. This is just a 3rd house mind, which is the lower mind. So do your research, buy the course you need, have the communications you need to have to improve those relationships, to find your freedom. What do you need now that we've moved forward from Mercury retrograde? This is your time now to move forward on the inner work you have done throughout this retrograde. And now we start to take action, make those power moves within your own mindset so you can show up fresh and brand new in those relationships. Okay, so for Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising, this alignment is happening in your 2nd and your 6th house. Your 6th house, you are completely transforming your work right now. This can also be your health. So there are moves that you are making and have already been making for a few years now. This Mars get up and go action and initiation power that you're going to feel is happening in your 2nd house. Maybe you're just taking action. You're ready to start to make additional sources of income. You're ready to create the new path forward in your finances. You are finally open to seeing and changing, knowing where maybe you've been holding yourself back, and you're taking action because you now know that this is outdated. This is old you, and the new you is loved, supported, and absolutely capable of taking a chance. So go for it. Go, Sag. up your self-worth and jump in, because the changes you're making here are directly supporting the changes that are coming in your work and your health. Pour in the love and get after it. When it comes to Mercury conjunct Pluto, this is also happening in that second house for you. You're going to get some downloads. Maybe this is great for research. You're really putting the final touches on how you're planning to make money. You're putting the final touches on how you can create additional resources for yourself. You're doing that research, getting these downloads that gives you the insights you need to finally start to take action. Pay attention this week, because Pluto is working with you to help you make some power moves. Capricorn and Capricorn rising. This alignment for you, your Mars trine Uranus, is happening in your 1st and 5th house. Uranus has been transforming what you do for fun and how you're doing that. Maybe there are even huge changes happening when it comes to your children. Life could be just really changing quickly. This can also be changes in your romantic partners or how you show up in romantic relationships. So as Mars transits through your 1st house, Capricorn, you're going to feel this energy pick up, like you're ready to take action, make those needed changes, who you are as a person and how you're showing up. There could be huge changes that are happening with your children. And maybe this is giving you the energy needed to make those changes. If something is not working when it comes to you yourself as a person and how you're showing up with your kids, then this is the week where you can really start to make those changes that you are thinking of throughout the retrograde, that we are now supported in taking action. Your Mercury conjunct Pluto, these insights are coming at you in your 1st house. So everything that you need to make these changes solid, you're gonna get your insights this week. Downloads you receive are giving you that way forward. Pay attention to what it is you know you need to do next. Maybe this is you wanting to even start a new business. Those practical steps will come to the surface for you this week, so you can move forward with power and passion and ease. Okay, for Aquarius and Aquarius rising, these alignments are happening in your 12th and 4th houses. So Aquarius, your 4th house of home and family has gone through some major changes, especially within these past 4 years. As Mars transits that 12th house, this can help you to take action behind the scenes. Maybe you've been really working hard to transform certain unconscious patterns or behaviors that are no longer serving you. So this is the time now where you've recognized those and you're finally ready to move forward, letting go of stuff. The house of endings, Mars is giving you this power and motivation to finally cut things off that no longer serve you. They're not serving your way forward. They are needing to go, and you're finally ready to put in the work so you can have the freedom in your home and family, the freedom in your home life in general. And maybe this is even the freedom in your home business, how you can continue to show up authentically within your own home business, or you working from home. What do you need to let go of behind the scenes that isn't serving that? Then when it comes to your Mercury conjunct Pluto, this is also happening in that 12th house. So you can be getting some downloads in your dream space. I love that. So pay attention to your dreams, but also just pay attention in general, because Mercury conjunct Pluto, this is like highly psychic energy. You will definitely be able to gain the insight needed to let go of what is needed as you're moving forward with your plans in your 4th house of home and family. Last but not least, beautiful Pisces and Pisces rising. This energy is showing up for you, Mars trine Uranus in your 11th and 3rd houses. So the 3rd house for you, Pisces, has been communication, even community. You've been going through some major changes when it comes to your mindset, your community. Maybe you're moving, or you have moved or shifted communities. This can even be communities on social media. The communication behind all of it, how you're communicating in these communities, how you're talking to yourself in your mind. Uranus is shaking all of that up for you, so it is not going to look the same when he is done with this transit. You are needing to break free in your communication styles as Mars transits your 11th house. What's not serving you? You've really recognized that during this retrograde period and this Venus retrograde period as well. Now you know how you want to move forward. You know which associations, which friendships, which groups are serving you, so you can move forward. This is the week you are supported in doing that. Start to take action. Initiate the movements that are helping you shift communities, that are helping you show up in your communication styles, that are more supported with your authentic vibe and your flow, who you are today. Your Mercury conjunct Pluto is happening in your 11th house. So this week, as you are starting to take action, as you're recognizing which associations are moving out and which ones are coming in, or which ones are supporting your future, this is also where you're getting those much needed downloads, the insights, the powerful research ability as you're bringing higher goals to life. As you're bringing new groups or new associations to life, this is the week where you are supported. Pay attention to the practical insights that Mercury will bring when he conjuncts Pluto on the 11th. If these are next level goals that you are wanting to put in place, this is also a time for that. Maybe you are thinking of your future. This time frame can give you those practical movements that you can start to put in place to help you get there. So I am super excited to see what pops up for each one of you. This is brand spanking new, so thank you for bearing with me as I start to find my flow with weekly horoscopes, just to give you guys that weekly insight on how you can start to use astrology as a tool to not only understand yourself, but to understand what's happening in the world around you. If you have not downloaded your free Soul Grow Astrology Reference Guide, you can do so in the description down below, so you can follow along with all of this that I'm talking about. Even if you are a true beginner, you will be able to come along for the ride.